If you have ever felt that your smart TV is listening to you, you are not imagining things. In my repair workshop, I hear this concern almost every week. You talk about a product near your TV, and later you see ads related to it. Your TV suddenly recommends content that matches private conversations. This video explains how smart TVs collect data, why it happens, and how you can control it safely. Modern smart TVs are not just displays anymore. They are full computers connected to the internet, microphones, cameras, and advertising networks. Manufacturers collect viewing habits, app usage, voice commands, and sometimes device identifiers. This is not a conspiracy. It is written into the software and enabled by default during first setup. The real problem is not that data is collected. The real danger is that most users do not know how much is collected or where it goes. As a technician, I often see TVs sending background traffic even when they are off. This usually happens in standby mode, not full power off. There are also safety concerns. A compromised smart TV can expose your home network. It can leak location data, Wi-Fi details, and usage patterns. This is especially risky if you use the same network for phones, laptops, or work devices. Common user mistakes include skipping privacy screens during setup. Another mistake is enabling voice assistants without understanding permissions. Some users even install unknown apps from unofficial sources. In this video, I will guide you step by step, like in a real repair session. You will learn what is normal behavior and what is not. You will also learn when to stop adjusting settings and seek professional help. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Tech Vibes channel for real technician knowledge. In the next section, we will establish why you should trust this guidance. Section 2, Channel Introduction and Technician Credibility. Before we go deeper, you need to understand where this information comes from. This is not theory. This is not copied from marketing blogs. This is based on real workshop testing, real network monitoring, and real customer complaints. In a professional repair environment, smart TVs are tested differently than normal home use. We connect them to isolated networks. We monitor background traffic. We observe what data is sent when the TV is on, in standby, and after factory reset. This is how technicians verify privacy behavior, not by guessing. Over the years, I have worked with Samsung, LG, Sony, TCL, Vizio, and Roku-based TVs. The spying concern is not brand specific. It is software and policy related. Some brands collect more aggressive data, some give better control, but hide the settings deep inside menus. In real cases, customers complain about slow internet, random pop-ups, and strange recommendations. After checking routers, we often find the TV making constant outbound connections. This usually increases after firmware updates. Most users think updates are only for picture quality. In reality, updates often change data collection rules. Safety is always the first priority. You should never open a smart TV or block network traffic blindly. Incorrect router blocking can break apps, updates, and even cause boot loops. As technicians, we follow a logical order. First, understand behavior, then reduce risk, then lock down what is safe to disable. Throughout this video, I will explain not only what to change, but why it works. I will also clearly say when a setting should not be touched. This saves you money and prevents permanent damage. If you value real repair logic, support the Tech Vibes channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. In the next section, we will identify the clear signs that your smart TV is actively collecting more data than necessary. Section 3, Understanding Smart TV Data Collection Symptoms. Before changing any setting, a technician always observes symptoms. Smart TVs show clear signs when excessive data collection is happening. Most users ignore these signs or misunderstand them. The first symptom is unusual network activity. Even when the TV is off, the router shows active data usage. This happens because the TV is in standby mode, not fully powered off. Standby still allows background services to run. The second symptom is aggressive content recommendations. You watch one video and suddenly the home screen fills with similar topics. This is not only local processing. It comes from cloud profiling linked to your device ID. The third symptom involves voice-related features. If voice control is enabled, the microphone remains in low-power listening mode. Some TVs wake up accidentally from background noise. Technicians see this in quiet rooms during testing. Another warning sign is slow menu performance. When system memory is overloaded by background services, the interface lags. This often happens after installing multiple streaming apps. A serious but less known symptom is DNS request flooding. Your TV repeatedly queries servers even when idle. This can slow down your whole home network. Customers often blame their internet provider, not the TV. Common user mistake is factory resetting repeatedly. This does not stop tracking. It only re-enables default permissions. Safety tip: do not unplug the TV repeatedly to stop data flow. This can damage the power board over time. The goal is to identify which features cause the behavior. Not all tracking is bad. Some is required for updates and security patches. In the next section, we will start with the safest place to control data collection, your network, and internet connection. Section 4. Internet connection and network level checks. This is where technicians always start. Before touching TV settings, you must check the internet connection behavior. This step is safe and does not change system files. First, identify how your TV connects to the internet. Most smart TVs use Wi-Fi or Ethernet cable. Wi-Fi connections are more exposed because they stay active in standby mode. Ethernet is more stable, but still allows background traffic. Go to your router settings carefully. Look at connected devices. You will usually see the TV listed by brand name or MAC address. Observe data usage over 10 to 15 minutes while the TV is off. If usage continues, standby services are active. Technician tip: do not block the TV completely at the router. This can break system time sync, app login, and firmware verification. Section 5. Software settings that track you by default. Now we move inside the TV software. This is where most data collection happens. Manufacturers enable these settings during first setup. Most users accept them without reading. Start by opening the main settings menu. Go to settings, then go to privacy. If privacy is not visible, go to settings, then go to support, then go to terms and policies. Different brands place it differently, but the options exist. Look for options like viewing information services, interest-based ads, or smart recommendations. These features monitor what you watch and how long you watch it. Disable all non-essential options. Next, locate advertising personalization. This may be called ad tracking, ad services, or limit ad personalization. Turn it off. Some TVs require toggling multiple switches. Voice data is another major source. Go to settings, then go to voice, then go to voice recognition. Disable voice wake up if you do not use it daily. This prevents constant microphone listening. Technician warning: do not disable system diagnostics or update services. These keep the TV secure and stable. After changing privacy settings, reboot the TV properly. Do not use quick restart. Hold the power button on the remote for 5 seconds until the TV restarts. Common mistake: users disable everything and then complain apps stop working. Always test streaming apps after each change. In real repair cases, disabling viewing data alone reduces background traffic by more than half. This improves speed and privacy. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Tech Vibes channel if this helped. In the next section, we will discuss display, HDMI, and signal-related privacy risks that most people never think about. Section 6. Display, HDMI, and signal-related privacy risks. Most users never connect display and HDMI behavior with privacy. Technicians do because HDMI is not just video. Modern HDMI carries control data, device identification, and usage signals. The main risk comes from HDMI CEC, also called Consumer Electronics Control. This allows your TV to communicate with streaming boxes, soundbars, and game consoles. When enabled, devices share power status, input usage, and sometimes device names. Go to Settings, then go to General, then go to External Device Manager. Look for HDMI CEC or Device Control. If you do not need automatic input switching, disable it. This limits cross-device data sharing. Another hidden issue is input-based content detection. Some smart TVs analyze what is connected to HDMI ports. They use this to recommend content or show branded ads. This feature is often enabled silently after updates. Go to Settings, then go to Privacy, then go to Input Device Recognition. Disable it if present. Technician example: in one real case, a TV was identifying a game console and pushing gaming ads constantly. Disabling HDMI input recognition stopped it immediately. Screen mirroring is another risk. Miracast, AirPlay, or built-in casting services stay active in standby. If unused, go to Settings, then go to Network, then go to Screen Mirroring and disable it. Safety warning: Do not unplug HDMI cables repeatedly while the TV is on. This can damage the HDMI port and cause signal failure. These changes do not affect picture quality. They only reduce background communication. In the next section, we will cover overheating, standby power, and why thermal behavior affects data activity even when the screen is off. Section 7. Overheating, standby power, and background activity. Many users do not realize that heat and standby power directly affect smart TV behavior. As a technician, this is a critical check. When a TV overheats, the system reduces performance. However, background services often continue running. This creates a loop where the TV stays warm even when off. Standby mode is the main cause. In standby, the main processor remains partially active. This allows voice detection, updates, and data syncing. Go to Settings, then go to Power, then go to Standby mode. If available, disable Fast Start or Instant On. This forces a deeper shutdown when powered off. Technician tip: this setting alone can reduce background traffic and heat by a large margin. Ventilation matters. If your TV is wall-mounted too close to the wall, heat builds up. Overheated TVs throttle, lag, and misbehave. Customers often blame software bugs. Safety warning: never block ventilation holes. Never place power adapters behind the TV where heat accumulates. In real repair cases, TVs with poor airflow showed constant network activity overnight. After fixing ventilation and disabling fast start, activity dropped to near zero. Another common mistake is leaving USB devices connected. Some USB devices keep the system awake. Remove unused USB drives. Overheating also shortens component life. This increases the risk of power board failure. In the next section, we will examine internal hardware and firmware level causes that normal users cannot see but should understand. Section 8. Internal hardware and firmware level causes. At this stage, we move beyond user settings. This section explains what happens inside the TV without opening it. Smart TVs use system-on-chip processors, similar to smartphones. These chips run firmware that controls networking, storage, and sensors. Some background services are embedded at firmware level. After major firmware updates, new services may be added. These can change privacy behavior. Technicians notice this when network patterns change suddenly after updates. Do not downgrade firmware. This is dangerous and can brick the TV. Internal storage also matters. When storage is nearly full, logs and cache rotate aggressively. This increases background writing and syncing. Delete unused apps. Another factor is sensor hardware. Microphones and light sensors remain active unless disabled at software level. There is no safe way to disconnect them physically without voiding warranty. Technician warning: never open the TV to disconnect microphones or cameras. This is unsafe and unnecessary. Power boards also play a role. If standby voltage is unstable, the TV may wake repeatedly. This causes repeated network connections. In workshops, we test standby voltage with meters. At home, you cannot do this safely. If your TV shows constant wake-ups, random clicks, or LED blinking, stop troubleshooting. Seek professional service. In the next section, I will clearly explain what not to do, because many online tips actually make privacy worse. Section 9. What not to do that makes privacy worse. This section is critical. Many popular internet tips cause more harm than protection. Do not install unofficial apps to block tracking. These apps often collect more data than the TV itself. Do not open the TV and tape microphones or cameras. This is unsafe and voids warranty. It can also cause electrical shock. Do not block all TV traffic at the router. This breaks time synchronization. It can prevent firmware security patches. Do not factory reset repeatedly. Each reset restores default tracking permissions. Do not use cheap smart plugs to cut power daily. Power cycling stresses the power board. This leads to early failure. Do not share the TV network with sensitive devices. Work laptops and home automation systems should be isolated. Common user error: logging into personal accounts on shared TVs. This exposes viewing data to others. Technician advice: use guest profiles if available. Following bad advice costs money. I see damaged TVs weekly due to privacy myths. In the next section, I will show the exact diagnostic flow technicians use to balance privacy, safety, and system stability. Now that we have gone through the full technician workflow, it's time to put it all together. Smart TVs are convenient, but by default, they collect more data than most users realize. The good news is, you can reduce tracking safely. Step 1. Check network usage. Monitor your TV in standby and use guest networks or DNS filtering. Step 2. Adjust privacy settings. Turn off viewing information, add personalization, and unnecessary recommendations. Disable voice wake up if unused. Step 3. Control HDMI and casting. Disable HDMI, CEC, and input recognition if not needed. Turn off screen mirroring services when unused. Step 4. Reduce standby power and heat. Disable fast start or instant on and ensure proper ventilation behind the TV. Step 5. Remove unused apps and USB devices. Delete unnecessary apps and unplug inactive USB drives to reduce background activity. Step 6. Monitor and test. Reboot properly, check functionality for 48 hours. If problems persist, seek professional service. Safety reminders. Never open your TV, block ventilation, or block all traffic blindly. Follow these steps to regain control and privacy. By following these steps, you can regain control, improve privacy, and even extend your TV's lifespan. Remember, the key is balance. Reduce tracking without harming functionality. If you found this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe to the Tech Vibes channel for more real technician guidance. This completes our full privacy and smart TV troubleshooting guide. With these steps, you now know how to protect your information and understand the logic technicians use in real-world cases.